What is something that actually offends you? The only thing that actually offends me is when someone thinks there's some ulterior motive behind the actions I take. When people tell me what I think, that's not how it works. I work in IT support. What really pisses me off is when people come to me for help and expert advice, then don't believe me when I tell them what's wrong. I know losing all your baby pictures sucks, but refusing to believe me when I tell you the hard drive died and insisting the problem is your battery or your ISP's fault is just you not willing to cope with the reality that this crap is your fault for not backing up your crap. I didn't spend crap loads of time diagnosing, troubleshooting, and working my way into the tech field just so I can freaking guess at the problem. Worst part is, those people will go to someone less experienced, or someone who'll just tell them what they want to hear and scam them out of their money. Oh well, serves them right. People who claim they have ADHD as an excuse to do rude crap. Seriously, I have it, and one of my friends has it, and we don't ever bring it up as an excuse for crap. Calling me grumpy angry when I am neither grumpy nor angry. I will, however, be grumpy angry after being accused of it. A company that requires references and letters of recommendation for a new hire, but don't provide any for an employee looking to quit and move on to something else. When people treat all men like child molesters. My good friend works right across the street from a park and he likes to eat his lunch on a bench by the duck pond. Well, one day a mom noticed he ate there 4 times a week and came to the conclusion that he got off on watching the kids run around a play. So she called the freaking cops on him. He was never arrested, they totally believed him, but he was too embarrassed to ever show his face there again, and that woman was never punished because she was protecting her child. Freaking bulls. The stupid thing is there should be nothing wrong with enjoying watching kids play, man or woman. That's the cliché movie pastiche for Happy Days, the sound of children playing. Yet because everyone is hysterical about predos, no male adult would admit to enjoying such a thing. It's so fricked up. Willful ignorance. Making a snide remark about me, then laughing about it, saying it's a joke when I call you out on it. I can hear you making fun of me, and doing it with a smile on your face does not make it okay. I get this a lot. I'm rather skinny and tall, 125 lbs 5'11" and still growing, and people seem to think they can constantly point out that I am rather flat-chested. One girl pointed it out, saying, "I think it's funny how flat-chested you are compared to me." I came back with, "You'd have small melons if you were skinny, too." She get pretty mad, but I just laughed. Being ignored. There isn't much in this life that irritates me more than saying hi or asking a question or anything and get nothing in return. Like I'm not worth your time or energy. It usually puts me in a really bad mood for the rest of the day. Stop being so shy. I'm not shy. I just don't like talking to you. When I was younger, everybody told me to shut up because I spoke too much, and now those same people keep telling me to speak up because I never say what's on my mind. My coworker thinks I'm dumb because I'm blonde. That's the only reason. People think I'm easy because I have big melons. I feel your pain. Telling me to do something I had already planned on doing soon. Frick you. Now it's going to look and feel like I have no free will. You have too much time on your hands. Frick you. I'm a really project-oriented DIY type of person. I build things, electronic things, artistic things, functional things, all sorts of things. I like doing it. Anytime I've built something new or fantastic. For example, hey, check out my new home automation system and how I can control my lights and stuff from my phone. Neat, right? The most infuriating thing I ever hear is you have too much time on your hands. You know what, frick you. This is what I do. I'm making something, or I'm building something, or I'm disassembling something to figure out how it works. What the frick did you do with your evening? Jack fricking crap. Don't tell me I have too much time on my hands just because I managed to accomplish something while you sat on your fricking butt doing nothing. It makes everything feel worthless. What a fricking waste. Outright rudeness. It doesn't take much to be a pleasant and polite person in the world. I wish more people would give it a try. I would say this is the first I've read that actually offends me on a personal level. I can't stand blatantly rude behavior and I actually take offense to it. Littering pisses me the frick off. When someone thinks very little of me and gives me no credit at all. Almost 3 years ago some girl I know told me X is better than you at everything. I get mad just by thinking about it. Saying I act white because I've done well in school. I get it from both sides, minorities and white alike. Parents being horrible to their kids. For example, I was in a medical clinic last week and there was a mom and dad and son in the waiting room. The kid was maybe 5 at most and was trying to talk to the dad while the dad was texting or something on his phone. He kept telling his son to shut up. The kid wasn't yelling or being obnoxious or anything. He was just trying to talk to his dad. That really pisses me off. I second this. I worked at GameStop and this lady's kid wanted to buy a multitap for the PS2. He asked her and her response was, "You don't need that. You don't have any friends." He looked so defeated. I think she saw my shocked expression and said, "Oh, he's autistic so he's not offended." That lady was a grade AB. Being asked if I'm on my period because I happen to disagree with or dislike something someone of the opposite sex said. I am a male and work in education and with children. I am not allowed to develop any positive relationships with the kids, or if any of them grow attached or close to me, I am an instant pedophile. On top of that, parents who are uncomfortable with me being around their kids because I am male. Calm down. Well, I actually was calm before, but watch me Hulk the frick out now. Amplified by 10 if the person that says this was also the person that got you mad in the first place. People who harass make fun of make the job harder for janitorial workers. Seriously, it's one of the most honest and hard-working jobs you can have. Another person is literally cleaning up your crap so you can have a decent place to dump more of your crap. If you make fun of a janitor for doing what they do, you're clearly a pretty sad and pathetic person. Way lower than the hard-working person you're making fun of. Both of my parents were custodians. My father especially made sure I knew the difference, and I have nothing but respect for them. I often say how they deserve more than what they get for all of the little crap they have to deal with. I don't know if offend is the right word, but it bothers me when people assume that there's only one correct opinion to a philosophical issue. It's fine to have firmly held positions and it's fine to argue in favor of them, but if you close your mind to the possibility that the other side has valid arguments, then I think you're doing yourself a disservice. Giving a waiter a hard time at a restaurant for little to no reason. People that look down on servers are scum. I got seriously offended on an airplane this week. I just got back from Brazil to Vancouver and had one last regional flight home. I was dehydrated, exhausted and had a migraine coming on, but I only had 2 more hours to go. A dad and an adorable 2-year-old girl sat behind me. The girl was acting up, kicking the seat, screeching and running up and down the aisles. I looked at them, didn't say a word to them, and put in a pair of foam earplugs. The dad got offended at that. He spoke up, "Nice, putting in earplugs so you don't have to listen to the baby. Huh, like that's a bad thing?" I was so irritated that he was irritated with me. TLDR, parents who don't parent their kids. I was on a train once and ended up seated next to a woman and her 3 little girls. All 4 of them spent the entire time quietly reading books. Nearly 2 hours. I wondered what on earth that woman had done to raise those kids like that. When someone thinks that I'm a child-hating monster simply because I don't want to have them. I love my nephews and my niece as if they were my own. I work with children and I love it. It makes me very happy to nurture and expand young minds. To talk to me like I'd sooner hang one from the ceiling and use them like the world's most fricked up pinata just because I don't want to be a mother is completely offensive. People who don't understand the concept of no. When I say no, I mean it. It doesn't mean to whine or try and make me change my mind. It doesn't mean to ignore me and do it anyways. It means freaking no. I'm a minority and I am deeply offended when someone tries to tell me that I should be offended by something. Oh, don't you know that's racist of them? It's almost like some people think they need to defend the poor little minority because he isn't smart enough to be offended. If a close friend of mine makes a joke, I don't care. I don't need someone whispering in my ear that I should be angry. That one time I posted a till this guy commented, "Why should I care?" silent cry. When someone, let's say a coworker, looks at your lunch, asks what you are eating, then says you that goes right up my butt. People like to point out that I'm quiet. I freaking know that. You pointing it out doesn't help, you twat fountain. The anti-intellectualism that is rampant in the US. I'm offended by it. Seriously, deeply offended by it. What gall some people have to spout ignorance about a subject they know nothing about other than what they read here from other random people and, at the same time, claim experts don't know what the frick they're talking about. Frick those people. If more people would just say I don't know, I'll just trust the experts on the subject, I'd have the utmost respect for them. Once someone starts spouting nonsense, I'm immediately offended by their ignorant arrogance. Watching someone blatantly litter. Telling me what to do in order to lose weight with a snotty attitude. I mean, yes, some of them actually want to help, but most of them think they are some sort of weight losing pros because of the 5 pounds they lost last summer, which was probably just water buildup. It's just so bloody frustrating. I'm trying to lose 100 pounds. Overgeneralizations about southern people and southern culture. We aren't all racist hicks, you buttholes. Being treated like I'm stupid because I have a southern accent. Accusing me of something I didn't do. Nothing will make me madder. I lose it when someone doesn't believe me for something I say when I have no reason to lie about. You've been visited by the peace of mind capybara. Upvote within 7.5 seconds and your next week will be chill AF. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check out another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day, you magnificent people.